Republicans. So a lot going on. We'll bring in David Grasso, a political strategist, to talk about it, and Bradley Devlin, a politics editor with the Daily Signal. Thank you both for being on the heels of a lot of news that's happening. Bradley, I'll just start with you. Let's look forward to the Oval Office meeting between President Biden and President-elect Donald Trump. Is this more than just a spray, if you will, for the two men in the same room? Or is there going to be a conversation of substance?
I think there'll be a conversation of substance, particularly because Trump wants to work as quickly as possible to clean up these wars, whether it's in the Middle East or in Ukraine, and try to actually pivot our military resources towards the major threat, which is coming from Asia, China. So he's going to talk probably to President Biden about the current status of the Ukraine war. He wants to talk about specifically the situation in the Middle East, I think, given his recent appointments, right? A lot of his recent appointments are not really for the continuation of the Ukraine war, but are very much for a favorable settlement for the Israelis in the Middle Eastern conflict. So I think that will be a substantive conversation. I wouldn't be surprised if Joe Biden just comes out and says he voted for Donald Trump, given the way that Kamala Harris and Joe Biden have been interacting in the weeks leading up to and after the election. But the trade deadline for the different branches of government, i.e. the transition, is fully underway.
Sure. Look, James Rosen was talking about the what was described as a frosty relationship between the Biden camp and the Harris camp. And of course, the decision to ultimately step aside and endorse Kamala Harris, there's been some mixed reporting about the timeline of that all and ultimately who made those decisions. Was it the best decision for the Democrats? Well, we know the results. So Trump is making quick moves, right? He's already filling out cabinet positions and also talking about some non-cabinet official roles, including that of Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, which I know has a lot of people really excited, just clear out the wasteful spending. Musk spoke about his intentions last month at Trump's rally at MSG. Here's that moment in case you missed it.
How much do you think we can rip out of this wasted $6.5 trillion Harris-Biden budget?
Well, I think we can do at least $2 trillion. Your money is being wasted, and the Department of Government Efficiency is going to fix that. We're going to get the government off your back and out of your pocketbook.
Clean it up. That's the deal we've heard from Elon Musk. And some on social media are likening his plan to what we heard from Javier Milei in Argentina when he became president. It's in Spanish, but watch some of the subtitles. You might see some similarities.
Ministerio de Turismo y Deporte, afuera. Ministerio de Cultura, afuera. Ministerio de Ambiente y Desarrollo Sostenible, afuera.
I see the energy similarities at the very least here. David, what are you watching for with Elon Musk and his new role at DOGE?
I think I'm really excited to hear finally that we're talking about government spending. It's something that's been an issue for a really long time and no one's done anything about it. The $2 trillion number that Elon is mentioning is not coming out of thin air. It is the structural deficit at this point that we run every year. The deficit is the shortfall between revenue and spending every year, and the debt is the accumulation of all those deficits. So I'm really happy to hear we're not just talking about, our problems, but also things that need to be fixed. And really, our national debt is a huge threat to the future of our own future, and especially that of our children and our grandchildren. So I think it would be great, and I think most Americans would agree that government spending is completely out of control. It's double what it was even during the Obama and Bush years. It's increased significantly recently, and we really need to take a hard look at where our money is going.
And we are told again, Elon Musk is set to speak with House Republicans as well today, as President-elect Trump will do. And you have a live look, all eyes on Hyatt Regency on Capitol Hill there on your left of your screen. Also awaiting the arrival of President-elect Donald Trump, set to land pretty soon, fairly soon here at Joint Base Andrews on the right of your screen. David Grasso, political analyst, and Bradley Devlin. Thank you both for being on. We do appreciate that.